Welcome to Clean Things Solutions, where we make having a cleaning business just a little bit easier. There's so many things that we can debate on, that constantly gets debated on, like who's the best player in basketball of all time? Is it Jordan? Is it LeBron? Who's the most dominant? Is it Shaquille O'Neal? Is it Kobe Bryant? There's so many different things that you can debate in life, in sports, in whatever it is. There's always going to be this versus that. And today we're going to be talking about an exciting topic. This is going to be your 9-to-5 versus a 6-figure cleaning business. I'm about to break everything down, and in the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my opinion on what I think is better, having a 9-to-5 or having a commercial cleaning business. But before we dive in, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. While you're at it, hit the notification bell so you stay up to date on all of the things that we're putting out. But with that said, let's get into it. Okay, so first up, let's talk about lifestyle. Lifestyle is important, right? It's not always about where you can make the most money. Having a balanced life is definitely important. Okay, so first up, let's talk about lifestyle, and let's also talk about freedom. We're gonna put those two together. So with a 9-to-5, you're gonna have a stable income, but with that stable income means that you're probably going to miss out on, a lot of the freedoms, right? You're not going to be able to just leave when you want to leave. You're not going to be able to come back. You're probably going to have an alarm clock set. You're going to be more mindful of the times that you have to go to bed. There's definitely going to be more restrictions on your life with an actual 9-to-5. Along with those restrictions, there's going to come commutes. It could be long commutes. There's going to be strict work schedules. You actually have to be here from this point until this point. And then in between, you're going to get your 15-minute breaks and your scheduled lunchtime. So there's definitely going to be some restrictions when it comes to having a 9-to-5 in terms of looking at lifestyle and freedom. Now, on the flip side, having a 6-figure cleaning business is going to provide so much freedom and flexibility. You're going to be able to set your own schedules. You're going to decide who you work with, what clients you take on, what clients you don't take on. If you get into a situation where you're working with a client and that client just doesn't fit the profile for what you want your ideal client to be, it's up to you. You can go ahead and not work with that client anymore. You have so much freedom. If there's a vacation, if there's a concert, if there's any of those things that come up, you are the boss. You get to make the decision on what you want to do, on what you actually get to prioritize. Okay, so next let's talk about income potential. When you work a 9-to-5, you're going to have your job title, and then within that job title, there are going to be usually step raises, but there's always going to be a ceiling, right? How high you can actually go up. Once you reach the ceiling, you're going to have to be educated. You may have to go back to school. You may have to take some internal training. You may have to do something along those lines that will get you to the next job class for you to then begin new step raises into that new job title. So it's definitely going to take some time. So in contrast with like a successful cleaning business, you can easily do 6, 7 figures, 8 figures, right? It's going to be completely up to you. And I always say, and really like this is really one of the reasons why I love being in business for myself, is because it's really up to me, right? Like I'm only able to eat what I'm able to kill, right? So if I don't go out and I don't hunt every day, if I'm not looking to close new deals and bring new clients in, then my business is going to start fading away. So it's completely up to me. It's completely up to you to how successful your actual cleaning business is going to be. Now, in terms of talking about some of the things, some of the strategies that you need to take on to be successful in your business, don't worry, I got you. We're going to talk about those things too here in a minute. Okay, so next is job security, right? And with a 9-to-5, when it comes to having job security, there are really only a couple of areas or a couple of jobs that actually will give you like true job security, or you get a sense of job security. And then all of those are really like government jobs. In the public sector is really not, they're not as fortunate. It doesn't really matter whether you've been with your job for 10 years, 15 years, so on and so forth. One of the things that helped me really make the transition and the jump was a conversation I had with this guy years ago, years before I even made the decision to actually, start my own business. And what he told me was, if something were to happen to me, that my job would be looking for my replacement quicker than my family would be looking to make arrangements. So that was one of the things that really, really stood out to me and really helped me make the decision on what I was actually going to do with my life from that point moving forward. Now, when it comes to the cleaning business, the cleaning business can be unstable too. And only if you're not confident in how you actually go out and get new business, right? So I was talking about before some of the ways you can actually go out, get new business. It comes all the way down to really just your marketing. How do you market yourself? How are you standing out? There are tons of ways you can do it. You can go with Google ads, you can go with Facebook ads, you can go with door to door, you can go with cold calling, you can go with my lead generation service, where we'll actually set an appointment up for you. There's so many different ways, so many things that you can go about to make sure that you're successful in this industry and that you have a sense of job security. Because at the end of the day, what secures our job in this industry, no matter what's going on in the economy, is a steady, loyal customer base, reoccurring contracts, and diversification of services. So if you have those things, then you're going to be fine regardless of what's going on in the economy. So I said at the beginning of the video that I was actually going to give my opinion on what I think which one is better, right? And I want to say this first and foremost. Like, in no way am I telling anyone to quit their job. That's what I did. I know how stressful it was just to quit and jump into an industry that I've never been in. I'm not going to suggest anyone to do that because that's what I did, and I know how hard it was in the beginning. But when it comes down to which one is better, I can say this, that, running a business, owning a business is better for me, right? It may not be better for the next person. Maybe the next person might be suited more to be in a 9-to-5, or they may want to go ahead and tiptoe out of that 9-to-5 into their business, which is what I would actually suggest. But you may have a 9-to-5 where you're already getting paid 6 figures in the multiples, right? You may have a job as a computer scientist or a data programmer, or one of those tech jobs where you're getting paid a decent amount of money, and it doesn't make sense for you to leave that high-paying job with good benefits, with a good retirement plan. It may not make sense for you to necessarily leave that right away. But one of the things that I will always say is make sure that you have a solid backup plan. You can still work that great 9-to-5 job, but then also too, fund your way out of it through, investing into your own, right? Whether it's a commercial cleaning company or whatever it is. Always have a way out, because you never know what these companies are going to do. Make sure that you are taken care of and that you're able to take care of your family. And one of the best ways that I know how to do that is to always be able to count on myself and count on my abilities to go out and generate income. So whether you choose the security of a 9-to-5, or you choose to go down the route of self-employment and becoming your own boss and starting your own business, or expanding the business that you currently have, is completely up to you. And that decision really boils down to, what are your goals? What are your vision? What are your plans? You don't even have to start this business and love this business. You can use this business as a stepping stone to get you to the next point, get you to the next phase that you want to get to in your life, whether it's, selling cars, selling real estate, whatever the case is. This is a low barrier to entry business that anyone can get in and start and be successful. Granted, they have the right tools and the right information that's going to get them from point A to point B. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. But like I always say, in the game of business, spectators only watch, hustlers get into the game so they can win. I'm always dropping jewels, but the only way to be in position to pick them up is you have to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.